So you guys think it's a good idea to pick on Russo so much?
Hell yeah!
Man, are you kidding me?
Absolutely!
Hashtag the fuck Russo movement. Let's begin.
That's it.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure Paul and Chris are gonna do me right.
Paul Ciatto, Chris Shay.
Fuck Russo!
Producer extraordinaire, Peter Oberg. Welcome to, that's great. So again, we're going off our schedule. We're going on to the fuck Russo movement.
I actually like this better than the topic we initially had planned because I think Russo deserves it. I saw what he posted last night, so let's get crazy.
His belt over the.
Oh God, he doesn't stop.
Well, the best part about Russo is, he's in there last week, right? Was it with Jack last week?
Last week.
He's in there last week with Jack, and he's talking about himself, as usual, as per his journey in jiu-jitsu, and he's, I think he forgot. Jack's
on our side.
No, but Jack's a black belt, too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That Jack's on our side in the hashtag fuck Russo movement, number one. But even more importantly,
that he's on your side when it comes to being
he's a black belt.
A leader.
So there's certain things that you just don't ask black belts, okay? So Russo, in his infinite wisdom, decides to talk to Jack or start a conversation with Jack about, Philippe and Paul haven't promoted anybody in a while. Like they haven't given anybody stripes, they haven't promoted anybody.
And he's backdooring. He's backdooring.
And he did.
Yeah, of course he did.
Freaking did. So he's sitting there and Jack is listening to this. Now I'm saying this third party because Jack calls me later that day to tell me about it, right? So he basically starts speaking about that. Paul and Philippe haven't done this. Paul, Philippe, Leo haven't done this. They haven't promoted it. What's going on? I've been training consistently. I've been training consistently for 2 years now. So Jack turned around and said to Russo, once a week for 2 years.
Not even once a month for 2 years.
Isn't consistent. So Jack's telling me this, and I'm in tears. I am in complete, utter tears. So I don't know if you guys saw what I did. I made
the meme.
The meme, okay? Basically, hashtag fuck Russo. Does anybody know where my stripes are? Okay? and the worst part, Peter, were you here for that Memorial Day class when Russo was saying about how he had his blue belt for like 7 years? Which he did, right? He had his blue belt for 7 years, and he actually made the mistake of complaining about it again. So we did a whole live episode of it. Everyone saw it out there?
Yeah.
All right, Russo, so you're complaining? No problem. So it was a Monday Memorial Day class. All the bulls were here for an open mat, and it was basically King of the Mountain, everyone versus Russo. And we made him go against every black belt that was there that day.
I missed that day.
You missed that day.
I'm quite familiar with everybody against somebody. It was nice for it to be everybody against Russo, because usually it's everybody against me.
But Russo invites it to himself.
Guys,
I can't argue with
politically correct. I mean, come on.
Fuck him. Who cares? This is what it's a fuck Russo episode.
And the breaking news is he's naming 2 sandwiches after each of you guys.
I was just going to say, that's what I'm surprised about. With all the heck that we give this guy.
All the heckling.
The hazing. He's willing to name a sandwich after both of us, not just him, both of us. And mine better have
separate sandwiches.
Mine better have potato
2
chips
sandwiches,
on it.
not one.
Yeah,
You
2
have any
sandwiches.
information on what's in these sandwiches?
He knows what I like. And let me just say my piece, and you go to town. He knows what my sandwich is.
Tell us.
He knows to know. I'm going to keep it secret. But when it gets branded, then we'll talk about it. But Russo knows what I like. Now it's his job to name it. And I'm waiting. And begin.
All I want on my sandwich is love, tenderness, and rainbows with some potato chips.
You don't know what love means in the back of that kitchen.
He wants the old school tuna fish sandwich. You put the potato chips
Put the
inside
sandwich
of it.
right on the sandwich.
And then you
the
close it.
potato chips have to be right on the sandwich. Because I know a lot of you out there, like myself, still take your potato chips.
Put them in.
Put them on your sandwich. And then you're damn right I do.
I like it with the tomatoes.
Oh.
And the potato chips.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm the first one. I love it.
I literally, if there's, number one, I'm a potato chip guy.
Nah, not you.
So if there's going to be a sandwich and my name's on it, there has to be a layering of potato chips in between some type of meats.
So you're telling me they're going to have a big ceremony?
Oh, absolutely. There's going to be a ribbon cutting ceremony. There's going to be
Is the mayor going to be there?
I don't know.
I made a phone call.
All I know is that the tomfoolery they have up there, where they have these guys come in and eat this big ass sandwich like that no one's been able to accomplish yet, we will have basically almost like a ribbon cutting
Absolutely.
of our sandwiches.
We're going to go up there. We're not only going to promote his place, but more importantly, we're going to promote
the sandwiches.
the sandwiches.
And we're not paying for
Anything.
I can tell you right now. And I may bring...
And we're going to
100
break
people.
some stuff, too.
Yeah, we'll break things. We're not paying for anything, and we're going to eat until we feel like we don't have to eat anymore.
And we're going
I
to bring
can tell
all
you.
of our friends.
And-
And their friends.
And you know,
And everyone's eating for free.
And their children.
And everyone's eating for free.
and we're going to advertise it. Okay, that's how it's going to work. You know,
And so any of you listeners who are hungry, we'll let you know when we're all going to Russo's to eat everything for free,
Hey.
break stuff, and you guys can even steal some things. That's up to you.
pay for nothing. Exactly. Why? Hashtag
Fuck Russo.
Exactly. And even no, we also and look what happened last week when Chuck Diesel.
Absolutely.
I got to give Russo some props.
No, he stepped up to the plate.
So Chuck Diesel, basically, Jack decided
He did the trifecta.
that Russo was going to give a pizza to the person that trained 3 times in that one day, and Chuck Diesel was attacking him, waiting for it to happen.
Let me tell you something. Chuck Diesel even contacted me saying, "Hey, what do you think I should do?" I go, "What do I think you should do?" Hashtag fuck Russo.
Exactly what you
And
should do.
sure enough,
Went right up. He
There it
put a
was.
Peem, Russo, where's my pizza? Russo, where's this? Russo's that. So make a long story short, Russo shows up on Monday
doing the right thing.
with a pizza in hand.
That's it.
In the box.
Very
pizza.
similar
Yeah.
to him doing something for our sandwiches.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I don't know if you guys noticed that day when he showed up on Monday. Did you see how soft and supple his skin was? I had applied a couple. I don't even know what the words are.
And the best part was that Chuck Diesel came in late. That pizza was delivered, and Peter had some, and Moreno had some before anybody did. So that box got opened. So again, it was like, well, fuck you, Russo. You better hope there's enough pizza left for when Chuck Diesel gets here.
You should have known to
That's what
buy.
happened.
You should have known to bring 2.
You should have bought 2 pizzas because you know we're eating your pizza. So that was even. That
And
was
I've
the
got to
best
be
part.
honest. I thought that was a really sweet gesture. I like Russo a lot, but I have to be honest. I feel like he was a little discriminatory against people of my stomach's.
It wasn't gluten-free.
Taste. It was not gluten free, Russo. So once again, fuck Russo.
And he should have made you a white pizza because the red sauce isn't good.
You
for
know the red sauce hurts my
Not good
stomach,
for you.
Russo.
Doesn't
Come
like
on
it.
now.
And Russo did that on purpose.
I got to be honest. I felt like he did that on purpose. And dude, just so you know, in the Facebook, whatever it was, there was a bunch of comments in there to bring in some gluten-free stuff, and he negligently left it out and did not help anybody who was
Do you
gluten-free.
know when the fuck Russo movement really gained a lot of momentum and steam? I'm going to tell you right, and you both know the answer. I'm just going to remind you. When Philippe attacked him.
And he
Oh,
doesn't. He doesn't. Dude, he doesn't
do
attack
that.
anyone.
When Philippe sent out a group text with everyone involved with Russo, basically lambasting Russo about his lack of effort, his lies. Remember his lies. He called him a liar because he left here on Monday after class after he did a good thing with Chuck Diesel.
Yes, he
all
did.
right? And he told us
screwed me over, but he did a nice thing.
He screwed you. That's what he does.
That's what he does.
Okay, he screws you. He does the right thing by Chuck Diesel, but then he says, Philippe, I'm going to be here Thursday. I'll be back to class Thursday. And Philippe says, Russo, why are you lying? You know you're not going to be here. I swear.
And for the record, hold on. What is today?
Thursday.
And who's in that room? Not Russo.
Well, remember, we're talking a week ago.
Yeah, that's
okay,
true,
so
yeah,
this was last week.
Oh, okay.
So Philippe on last Monday, says, he says, Russo, you know you're not coming. You're a liar. Don't lie. Don't. You know you're not going to be here. So Thursday night, class is at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? On Thursday. 7 o'clock, I'm sorry. No, 6. So I walk in there, and Philippe goes to me, look who's not here. Oh. Look who's not here. So what happens? Hashtag fuck Russo. He does it to himself.
Yes,
a lot of it is.
It's all self-inflicted wounds.
Self-inflicted wounds. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, and you would think with the amount of tape that he puts on his body, he'd be immune to self-inflicted wounds, but he's not.
Tell us about this tape. Let the viewers know.
I gotta be.
I tape it like there, like a crisscross, so you guys can see.
Well, put it this way: if you know if it's coming around Halloween time, if you
Right.
know what a mummy
What a
is,
mummy is.
then you know what Russo looks like before he walks in. All joking aside, I've seen him here. If I come, if
40 minutes early.
If class starts
40
on
minutes early.
I saw him here one time at like 10:30, just starting the tape. He had an entire bench with strips of tape out, and I always get here just a little bit late. So
I don't even know why I started taping my fingers, but it does, for whatever reason, for me, it just feels a little bit better. I don't know, for gripping purposes.
I walked into the locker room and he's still in there like...
His hands,
his
look like,
feet, his ankles, his wrists.
His hands look like Jean-Claude Van Damme kickboxing without putting him in the rosin and the glass.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay? It just, he wraps every nub, nook, and cranny on his hands. How he can even grip anybody is beyond me.
Well,
because he's mummifies his fucking hands.
Double-sided tape, so he grabs you and it sticks.
He's the fly. He's a human fly. But that is the case. He mummifies his hands and everything else. What I'm waiting for is a haircut. Because I don't know what that haircut is. And also the shorts and the socks.
How about the shoes?
The shoes.
No, forget about everything else. He's walking around like he's got 1950s orthotic shoes on. And I'm like, man, Russo, what?
Peter, make sure you put up clips of these when we release this episode of the taping, the feet, the footwear, okay, and all the other and the outfits.
Dude, I can
know when he's coming in.
I can handle the taping, but that footwear, dude, I don't know how he's able to walk with. They're like huge and they're wide and they're thick.
He said, quote unquote, these are Bubby.
These are my
non-stick. Bacon, egg, and cheese making shoes. Whatever he calls them, these are my non-stick.
These are my non-stick deli shoes.
And we're like, what the hell
is a non-stick deli shoe?
Now I know you can go to Dick's, or you can go to or get a Carhartt. Like there's like worker man's clothes, and like steel toe boots. But I've never heard.
I googled non-stick deli shoes, and a picture of Russo came up. So he ain't lying.
Did the fuck Russo thing come up first, and then the deli shoes?
Well, once you type in Russo, that's the first thing that hashtags start coming up all over the place.
I like that exactly. So, you know, but he is a consistent. Russo is a consistent form of entertainment.
I feel like every club should have a Russo.
Now, mind you, I have been acquainted with Tony Russo.
Tony Russo.
Since he was like 13 or 14 years old. Wow. Yeah, that's how far back.
And dude, he was still a blue belt back then too.
But like we always tell Russo this, okay? Now this is the attack #FuckRusso episode. There's no doubt, and we plan on doing at least 1,000 more of these over the lifetime of the podcast. But that being said, is that like I always tell Russo, the minute we stop talking to you like this is when you should be concerned.
That's correct.
That's when there's no more love
right
in
now,
the air.
he's feeling so much love
right now.
As weird as that sounds, Russo, you should be loving this episode.
And we're going to bring Russo on. I think we need that.
He needs to wear the proper attire. He needs to come in taped with his orthopedic shoes on.
Sandman pants.
The pants that come down, the 1940s shorts that he wears that come down to, you know. Remember those beachcombers used to wear back in the early 80s? That's what he wears. The jams. Remember, I think that's what they were called. They were called jams.
The jams look better than what he had on. There's no doubt about that.
And dude, I'm fond of the capri short because I feel like some days it's a little bit too hot. It's a little bit too hot.
Capris.
Here's funny. We went out one day, the other day, and I had a pair. Last weekend. I had a regular pair of shorts on, and I was like, wait a second. I'm going out with Paul and Lana. I'm gonna change these up real quick. I'm gonna put on my capris just so he likes them. And I thought of Russo the entire time I was doing it. In fact, he was my inspiration.
And this guy wore fucking capris.
I wore capris the entire time.
And just let me add, to get me angry. That's all it was.
No other reason.
No other reason than to be, because I look at them.
In fact, it was a little hot for the capri, but I said I'll suffer through it and put on a flip-flop just so I can rock the capri.
It's just bad. It's bad. I had like I had a red Russo in front of me with capris on the whole time. Peter, you gonna say something?
So how did you meet him when he was like 13 or 14?
Russo
Tell us
and
that
I.
story. And why does he stick with you?
Russo knows I love him.
Genuine love. That's why.
It. Russo knows I love him, and I got his back regardless.
And he's a loyal guy.
And he's a
and let's be honest. You knew there was going to be a time where he'd be making us a sandwich.
Yes, and I knew there'd be a time when he'd be repeating. He would be reciprocating with a sandwich. Yeah. Right. Sandwiches,
Russo. So, that's two.
But to get back to your point, Peter, Russo and I go way back. Started training at the same martial arts gym together.
So it's jiu-jitsu.
Sifu Lap Hand?
Yeah, that was Kung Fu. We should talk
That's
about
a funny story, actually.
So we were at a particular school together, and then the friendship grew from there, and what you're seeing today has been the same since day one. Even in
It was attacked back then.
Obviously, I'm much older than him, but at the same time, it's like Russo's 32, 30. I'm 47, so I'm a lot older than him. But still, you can imagine. But he, in my journey, he was always a loyal friend.
He seems to just.
But outside of that, he was always a loyal friend to me. Always. Outside of all the tomfoolery and the ball breaking that goes on, and majority of the time that's what's happening, there are plenty of real, serious conversations and about everything. And he lives in New Fairfield with us too. He's over there. Loyalist, loyal to what's right.
Even in uncomfortable situations, he's made right decisions.
He stepped up.
And make no mistake, Russo, this doesn't mean we like you.
Exactly. It's still #fuck Russo.
All right.
But he did step up many times and took shit for doing so, even though he was right. So he really wasn't taking shit, and the people that gave him shit, it's because they got problems. Yeah. So bottom line is he is a loyalist. He's a great friend. He's a good student.
An excellent taper.
He's an excellent taper. He is a chef.
He's a chef.
Okay.
Should have him come in here and do a cooking demonstration.
Oh, we're gonna have him.
Sandwich
We'll make him make a
We
big.
should go to the deli and have a lot.
Yeah, we should do a lot.
I gotta be honest. All joking aside, Russo stepped up to the plate for my family and myself too.
Oh yeah.
When we went through our hardship.
Oh yeah, no
at the
doubt.
house.
Russo, like I said, the day that we stopped.
Don't you feel guilty picking
No,
on him?
not one bit. Not one bit. Not even.
Dude, this is how we grew up.
It's how you do it.
Dude, I get attacked on a daily basis. It could be like 1 o'clock in the morning and I just woke up to take a piss and I'll look at my phone and it'll be from him saying, P.S. fuck you. Good night. So I'm like, all right, Paul still likes me.
We had a situation last night that I didn't get mad about, but he did something to Nino.
Oh, you're damn right.
Oh, yeah,
I never do that.
I took. Oh, never. No, none of us do. Nobody does it. No, Jack Walker's famous for that. In the middle of fucking just all of a sudden attacking somebody or getting everyone to attack.
Dude,
somebody.
that's what he does. He gets everybody to attack.
He gets everyone to attack someone else. But he sent me this picture. I got out of the shower and I'm like, this mother, right? And I'm looking at it, and so I go, yeah. I just put yeah.
And I knew what the yeah meant. It was awesome.
I said yeah. But then what I did was, I turned it around and I said, well, it's your fault.
That's right.
And he wrote, of course it is.
Of course it is, and I'll try and fix it.
So, again, it may be a movement against Russo, but it is open season on
Everybody.
It doesn't make a difference who you are.
He just makes it a little bit easier.
There he is. He is such an easy target. You have soft targets, hard targets.
I can't even tell you this. I can't tell you how many times I've received a text from him that says, you think Paul's really mad at me? And I'll be like this. What happened now?
Now it's, are Paul and Philippe mad at me? Now I got Philippe involved in this, so it's even better. But I gotta tell you, who Russo's lawyer is in all of this? Murphy. Cappy. Team captain Murph Whalen is his lawyer. I don't know why. Because Murph Whalen is an attacker. He's a
subtle attacker. Yeah, he's a subtle attacker. Trust me.
Yeah, he's a subtle attacker. He'll send things out. He'll do things. But I try to involve Cappy in the fun, and right away he stands up for him. That's a quick way.
Shame on you.
And did you not see what I did? I even used I used him as a poster on the Fuck Russo movement. And look what happens. He's still his lawyer. I don't get it. You got to join in. Join in on the tomfoolery.
It's only fun if you join in.
You got to join in.
I did drive with him in the same car up to the New York.
That was actually classic. That was actually a classic.
And he's a very thoughtful young man. He has lots of thoughts.
Oh, I can imagine. What were some of his thoughts?
Oh, I guess they're private. But
Not anymore.
Well, the thing is, let's just say when we got there, we had to go through security. I have security now.
Right.
And for some reason, he brought a pair of scissors in his jiu-jitsu pack.
For cutting tape. Make no mistake about it.
And then, security guard pulls it out. I was like, what's this for? And he's like, oh, he's like, humming.
He brought scissors.
Tape.
So I think he had to throw the scissors out or something.
Yeah, he couldn't come with them.
He couldn't come in.
Really?
With them. Yeah, 'cause there's a metal detector.
Yeah.
So I was looking at it, I was like, what the fuck are you bringing scissors?
Yeah, it's just New York Open. You can't go into the CUNY school with anything. They metal detector, they pat you down, for God's sakes. They search your bags. Yeah, what are you doing with this?
Only Russo's going to bring in scissors.
To a place where they're checking for
Everything that has to do with metal. And now, had they actually seen our podcast, they probably would have let him go through. Because think about how long it must have taken him to rip all those pieces of tape now without those scissors.
He taped himself for the ride down. Peter, was he taped up when you drove down to the city or no?
I saw him the night before and he was taped. Now, it may have been a dry taping. It just may have been a dry taping where he taped himself just to see.
I'm trying to remember. Was he pulling tape out as we were driving? We had a lot of time to kill. So I don't know if he was prepping, he started. It's a process, you know what I mean?
He had his ski pants on though. He was already half dressed.
Well,
I remember
he probably slept in them just to get, the whole get the mindset going. I respect that.
I remember him walking in with the
But he
with
had
the
a
ski
very
pants on.
positive mindset.
I remember.
He usually does.
Russo's a philosopher.
Dude, he actually, that was another thing. He texted me that day saying, do you think maybe I could come down here?
Well, no. Let me get back. I'm glad you brought that up. No. He just brought something up.
I didn't want to go into it.
And I'm going to
he starts and I'll go all over.
I'm going to crap on two people. Okay? First of all, Russo and Mark Druin.
Oh, jeez.
Okay? You're both getting crapped on. Because you both are grown-ass men.
The Canadian Terminator.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them. Okay? You're both grown-ass men looking to catch rides with us. Okay? We sign up for tournaments. Our job as your professors are to coach you. Our jobs are not your transportation. Don't assume we're driving you. If we offer, then you're in. If we don't sign up to tournaments that we are maybe competing in or not, and knowing that we're going to be there anyway because that's what we coach all our students. We never not let them go alone, ever. Okay?
You guys are good like that.
So, don't assume we're driving you. Okay? And no matter how many times, have I not announced it in class? Have I not announced it in class, Peter?
Yes, you have.
How many times have I announced it? Okay? Numerous times. But guess what happens? Either they don't speak English.
Hello?
Yeah. I don't speak French, so I can't say it in French for Mark. Okay? Russo is Russo. And what happens? They start making the phone calls. And then the next thing you know, Philippe being is, yes.
Well, I think, now that I think back, my memory is starting to unfog a little bit.
Sure, go ahead.
I kind of remember something like, Paul doesn't have room for me in his car.
Right.
Can you kindly
Let me tell you that
ride?
went.
I was like, poor Russo.
Let me tell you how it went.
I felt pity.
Let me tell you how it went. Russo, don't ask. You're not getting the fucking ride. Be a grown-ass man and drive yourself down there. That's exactly what happened. And just to show you that I'm consistent on this topic matter, we had the Boston Open a few months ago.
That's right.
Right?
And you didn't give him a ride?
What's that?
You didn't
No,
give him
No.
a
This is Druin.
Yeah.
This is Druin now, right?
Oh, Druin. Yeah.
So it's me.
He's a hitchhiker.
Oh, he's a hitchhiker. He's a complete hitchhiker. Okay.
He's a hippie from Canada.
So
hitchhiking
it's
everywhere.
me, Philippe,
With
and
all that
Druin.
socialized medicine, they think,
Okay? Me, Philippe, and Druin, we're competing. Okay? So, guess what? When I compete, I don't fight open.
Right.
I'm done with that shit. I'm not fighting at 11 o'clock in the morning and waiting until 7 to fight. I don't do it anymore. I'm done with it. So whether there's one guy or 10 guys in my division, when that's done, it's done. It's over. So lo and behold, I had 2 guys, 3 guys in my division. Druin had 1. So I told Philippe, I said, just so
and
you
you
know.
guys are 4 hours away.
I said,
on your day off.
We're leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday to get up to Boston. I said to Philippe, I go, just so you know, I'm going to put it out there right now. He can come with us, but I'm leaving when he's done. I don't care about the old.
And for the record, if he goes, he drives.
I drive.
He drives.
I drive. So guess what? We're leaving. I don't care how much you cry. I don't care if you beg. I don't care if you try to drug me. I'm still going to say no. I'm going home. I don't have time off. I don't. So when I go do that, I want to get back and just at least absorb a few hours
of
my own personal time for my own mental and physical sanity. Okay?
Before it's game on again.
All right? So, lo and behold, I sent out the message. Get ready. Be at my house 6 a.m. Mark, you're not fighting the open. So if you're all right with fighting one guy in your division and coming back, you're more than welcome to come with Philippe and I. If you're not, drive your own ass up there. We'll see you up there, ready to coach you. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That's what happened.
So what happened?
Went up there.
Yeah.
Mark won.
Yeah.
Okay.
He signed up for the Open.
No, we did not.
Oh, good.
We came home.
Oh, yeah.
You're fucking right. We did. No, he tried. I'm not gonna say
Of course
he
he does,
tried.
of course he does.
And I said, "What didn't you get?" See, it's 2:00. We're going home.
Because
3 hour
literally,
drive.
they wouldn't be fighting until 7 o'clock at night.
Till they literally, it would not be fighting until 6, 7 o'clock at night. We're going. You want to get a ride home? Stay. Because Sleep and I are leaving. We're out. We're out like fat kids in dodgeball. We are out. So those two definitely suffer from that disease. I don't know what disease that is. You know, there's a thing called an Uber. I think they even have car service up here.
There's also a thing called you have a driver's
Your
license in your own car. There's that. There's that whole
You have
principle.
your own modes of transportation, okay? You want to go with me because you know what I drive is fast, okay? And we'll get
And
to and from.
easy.
And
It's
easy.
easy, too.
To and from. And it's easy. You can sit back
That's
and
it.
do
You
what
can
gotta do.
rely. Exactly.
Yeah. So no. So like I said. But that's part of some of the fuel to the hashtag fuck Russo.
But again, what was the actual topic of today's podcast again? Oh yeah, that's right.
Fuck Russo.
You guys got to give some hints about these sandwiches. Is yours a hot sandwich, Chris, or cold?
He hasn't got today.
My bread's going to be toasted. I can tell you that right now, Russo. My bread is toasted. Okay, and it's going to have at least some pickles on it. It could have some avocado. And there's going to be a meat, and the meat's going to be bloody. So I'll let you figure out the rest.
What about yours?
As far as
Paul?
mine's a wrap.
Wrap.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. It's already on the menu up there. He makes it specifically for me because I like it a certain way. I don't like these sandwiches.
I like the huge sandwiches.
I
I want
hate-
so much meat you can barely get your mouth over.
Well, again, that's why we have two separate sandwiches. I don't like.
I usually eat the meat that he pulls off
Correct.
from his sandwiches, and I'll be like, I'm gonna eat that
Yeah.
because he doesn't eat it.
You're like a dog.
100%. That's exactly what I am.
Pat you on the head after he gives you a treat.
Yeah, but can we get back to my fucking sandwich? So, mine's a wrap, and it's got has lovely ingredients, and Russo makes it specifically the way I like it. Not too thick, and he knows what it is. So
Mine
I'm
has
not
double
gonna-
meat.
and I'm
Double
not gonna even give any hints. It's already on the menu. It just needs to be renamed. It's
Just
that
needs to
simple.
be renamed
That's all.
and altered a little bit because
Exactly.
he probably puts too much meat
Well,
in it.
I
Exactly.
can't wait for this opening ceremony for the sandwiches at his restaurant, Delicatessen. I think you should bring as many people as you can, and we'll film it.
There's going to be a lot of
Absolutely.
people. Make no mistake
We'll
about
have a
it.
party there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All free.
And guys, and to wrap it up, I want to say one thing. Outside of all the love that we have for Russo, go to Froggy's Deli.
Froggy's Deli.
Froggy's Deli in Pauling and in Somers. It's
The
it's
food is
fantastic.
unbelievable. The pizza's great.
Seriously, these cater parties for me. All the food's great. The pizza's delicious.
And he's a gentleman.
And it's
as
him
much
and-
as we say F Russo, he's a gentleman.
Him and his brothers are excellent. They've run a great business, great food, great
And you can make
products.
fun of his shoes while you're there.
Exactly.
So it's like a double home run.
With that, guys, we're going to wrap it up. The Match Chat Podcast with Paul Ciatto, Chris Shay, Peter Olberg. We'll see you next time. Hashtag Fuck Russo.